Is there ever a scenario where we want to raise taxes, where it just pays? Look, I was a hedge fund manager. I never took advantage of this loophole where I turned my ordinary income into capital gains. Is that the kind of situation where we ought to examine people who make ordinary income, turn it into capital gains, and then escape the ordinary tax man?
I don't think so. Not at a time in which we want a lot of investments, we want a lot of alternative investments, we want to attract a lot of money to the United States. We see money going elsewhere now. There's a real competition between New York and London for deals. I think we're going to see competition with Tokyo. There are markets elsewhere, some of which seem to be more desirable to people. There's a significantly lower corporate tax rate elsewhere. So this is kind of a trade-off that in very many ways is helping us. Here's what I tried to do with taxes as mayor of New York City. I tried to figure out the optimum. In other words, somewhere back, almost like the price of a product. Where can you price it where you're going to make the most on it? Meaning, I brought down the income tax 24%. I was collecting 42% more revenues from the lower tax than from the higher tax. Maybe if I had brought it down too much more, I wouldn't have done that. If I kept it where it is, I'd have had less money. So there's a strategy to tax reduction. It's called stimulating the economy.
But what happened to the Republican Party?
Well, we didn't lose it on tax reduction. We lost it on spending too much.
Well,
the two things go hand in hand.
Yeah, but you know 9/11. A lot of people don't talk about this, but you were at ground zero. You know the truth, which is that we have to spend to keep the world safe. Right. You can't cut that budget.
You cannot. But the reality is, we don't have to spend on all these earmarks with bridges to nowhere, museums for this, museums for that, counterculture museums. Who the heck knows what we're spending on? And the reality is, here's what I learned as mayor of New York City with a hands-on management kind of thing. The mayor, the president, has to impose spending caps on your civilian agencies. Otherwise, they just spend out of control.